between the visiting Fanshawe Falcons and the host Humber Hawks. Now up on Q Minute, we have the men's teams going at it. Same two duo here on the desk with you, Zach Benoit, Manny Calra. And you can hear behind us, PA announcer Dwayne Bowles going through the introductions for the visiting Fanshawe Falcons. And we're gonna step away and let him do the introductions for the Humber Hawks, as it's something you don't want to miss and something you very much want to hear. So we're gonna step away for a quick moment and let our PA announcer, Dwayne Bowles, take the microphone.
Out of London, Ontario, number 6, Elliot Leslie. And now, the starting lineup for your Humber Hawks, as put together by head coach Wayne Wilkins. A 6'8" middle out of Sudbury, Ontario, number 3, Maximum Crowder. A 6'3" outside hitter out of Scarborough, Ontario, number 4, Jaden Mills. A 6'3" outside hitter out of Brampton, Ontario, number 8, Kyle Gray Phillips. A 6'10" outside hitter out of Rexdale, Ontario, number 10, Jascarn Kelsey. A 6'6" center out of Oakville, Ontario, number 13, Jay Gold. A 6'8" middle out of Belleville, Ontario, number 17, Michael McAlpine. Your starting libero out of Scarborough, Ontario, number 15, Alex Segway.
Just like that, introductions done. We are ready to get things underway. Manny, I cannot wait.
Yeah, the Humber Hawks men's team have been red hot, and they've won both games since the calendar has switched over to 2023 and are now on a 3-game win streak dating back to their game in December 1st against the Sheridan Bruins, Zach. In 5th place, they are standing right now of the West Division in the OCAA with a 7-4 record, and their opponent has been red hot, leading the OCAA West Division with a 10-1 record.
Yeah, you see it right there on your screen. Fanshawe sits atop of that West Division. And another stat to throw at you, Fanshawe has won 10 of the last 13 matches. And Fanshawe is the only team in the West Division the Hawks have a losing record against. So this is a big stakes match between two heavy hitters, and we're underway. Gomes out to Gray Phillips, and it flies too far. And Fanshawe will take the first point of the game.
Yeah, it really comes down to some of the players on the rosters on both sides, Zach. Similar to the women's team, the Hawks are so relentless in their attacking and skilled in their attack, with Gabriel Mendez leading the OCAA for hitting percentage with an average of .381. And Jaden Milner not far behind with 4th place with an average of .331.
You said it right there. Humber is actually leading the league in swing percentage, service aces per set, and kills per set. So it's two heavy hitter teams Humber was off to a slow start, like you said, on a 3-game win streak, trying to bounce back here, save the season, and there it is. Fanshawe coming up hot. 3 straight points, and you can really kind of hear the energy on our left here, Manny. These guys, they're getting pumped up here in the Hawks Nest.
Yeah, that last point unfortunately coming off the arm of Jake Gomes and bouncing out of bounds, giving the Falcons a point, but Hawks still have plenty of volleyball left in them. This game could be either way, and just like that, the Hawks turn it around.
And you always got to go to your veteran guys. Look for Jake Gomes and look for Jaden Milne.
And to no one's surprise, number 13 for the Humber Hawks, Jake Gomes leads the OCAA with service aces per set with an average of .86.
I said it in my last broadcast for the men's volleyball team. Maybe one of the best servers in the OCAA. That one goes a little bit beyond the back line, but Manny, he's second in the OCAA in service aces, and he's always a threat coming out of that setter position for the Hawks.
Right now, the bounces taking the way for the Fanshawe Falcons. A couple of lucky bounces have them up by 4 points. 1-5 the score here.
And Jake Vogt at the line. Ball goes up. Gomes going out to Gray Phillips, and it falls.
Kyle Gray Phillips with an exceptional deception play, catching the Fanshawe Falcons off guard, getting the possession back, going on the service line. Humber, tremendous play on that one.
And that's KGP, as I like to call him, and he's back at the service line. Does it fall in? No. The line judge saying it missed, so Fanshawe gets that point right on back, and they are continuing to roll. You've got to look out for some Fanshawe players. You look at number 12, Daniel Ridings, 102 points for the team. Has been absolutely dominant in 82 kills.
Yeah, most definitely, but you also got to keep an eye out for number 7, Sebastian Lethbridge. Most of the attack for the Falcons flows through him, as he currently sits with 266 assists on the season.
And a huge block for Fanshawe. Humber had great opportunities up close on the net right there. Jaden Milne spikes it down, but the big wall for the side of Fanshawe comes through. You can see it right here on the replay.
Yeah, that one coming off of Juskern Kelsey that you don't usually see. Kelsey, known as the Great Wall of Humber, very effective in front of the net.
Yeah, he is indeed, and serve goes into the net, so Humber gets the point right on back. Down 4 right now in the early on. And again, they're kind of riding the coattails of Daniel Ridings, who's had a hot start. And it's it was called a service ace, but it seems that the referee says no, it was beyond, so that one gets called back.
Yeah, an unfortunate play on that one for the Hawks. Jake Gomes had a word with the referee.
Daniel Ridings, big serve. Lands in, good ball. Gomes, McAlpine with the hit, but Fanshawe's able to get a play. Tipped over, saved by Gomes. The joust at the net. Fanshawe is able to take it away. Just gets pushed over. Gomes going up to Crowder, and somehow it's kept alive. What a rally we have going on early on. To McAlpine, and too far. But no, off the fingertips of Fanshawe's wall. And another great rally. We've had the pleasure to see multiple in that first game between the women's teams, and we're starting off the men's game hot.
Yeah, these two teams really going at it to kick off the first set, and the energy in this place is off the charts. You said it, Zach, and Humber gets that point right back.
And that's the guy you want to see it from, Michael McAlpine. What a season he's having. The first-year player out of Belleville, Ontario, really just stepping in and playing a huge role for this Humber Hawks team.
Yeah, first-year player, but it tells you how much of a important role he plays on this team, Zach. 71 kills on the season, 91 points, 2.8 points per set for Michael McAlpine.
And right here, back-to-back service aces by the big man with number 17 on his chest.
He's just serving them on a silver platter right now.
Here we go. Up for number 3. Good serve. Tipped over the wall, saved by McAlpine. Wow. Gomes just gonna toss it over. Free play, but a big block. Kept alive, but no, it was a lift. And it's Humber Hawks' point. And again, number 17, he can dial up those service aces, but behind the block, he comes diving in, getting his hand just under the ball, Manny, to keep that play alive.
Yeah, that exceptional was
Wow.
Jaden Milne in front of the net for the Humber Hawks, coming up big with the block.
A little bit too hard there but from McAlpine, but that's A-okay for the Hawks. He's brought them right back in it, only down 2 now, as the Falcons lead 9-7 in set number 1.
Yeah, what a momentum shift for the Humber Hawks. They were able to find their footing and just take the game to the Fanshawe Falcons.
Big serve, drops on in. Service ace by Jaden DeVos.
And the crowd is feeling it. We hear the energy in the back inside the Hawks nest from the fans and other athletes in attendance.
Good first ball to Gomes. He's going to McAlpine. And the big man, first-year player, starting this game off hot.
Michael McAlpine picking his spots on that one. Elliot Leslie was the recipient of that one, just not able to control it.
Kept alive. Gomes going up. And Jake Gomes.
Jake Gomes coming up big with that attack on that one.
And that's Jake Gomes, really just a two-way kind of player. Sets up his teammates so well, but at the same time can generate plays like that.
Yeah, we talked about Jake Gomes. His services skills aside, he also is a big part of getting the attack started for the Humber Hawks. Leads the team with 289 assists, Zach.
Going up out wide to Kyle Gray. Phillips off of a defender and out of bounds. KGP gets himself the kill.
And Daniel Ridings of St. Catharines, Ontario, not able to control that one for the Fanshawe Falcons.
Good serve over, going out wide. And a huge kill from the boys in red. Jake Vogt.
Maximum Crowder not able to get all of that one. Unfortunately, the point goes towards the Fanshawe Falcons, but the Humber Hawks just trail by 2. They've turned this thing into a volleyball game, and the crowd is feeling it.
Tip over. Alex Segi. With a nice save, but that one to McAlpine. He tried to tip it. Could not get enough power on it, so Fanshawe hasn't given up the lead just yet. They're holding strong around that 3- and 2-point area.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a back and forth. No team has either been able to... Jasper Kelsey gets that point for the Hawks off of a Fanshawe Falcon. But like I was saying, Zach, no team has really been able to run away with this first set. Both teams very much in it right now, and it's anybody's game.
Serve up and serve into the net. And really, if you're a Fanshawe fan, or if you're on that Fanshawe team, you're kind of getting a little bit gifted here. Jake Gomes has yet to get it going from that serve line. We know how much offense he can generate from back there, and 2 serves, he's yet to get anything going. Sailing out of bounds, so they get the point right on back. 2-point lead for the Falcons. And Kyle Gray Phillips to the line to serve.
Again? Of course. Can we just hold
Serve up. Tough into the net. Both sides can't really get anything going here when in regards to the serves. Just keep going back and forth. Evan West now, player out of London, Ontario. Gomes keeps it alive with a wall, shuts down McAlpine.
Yeah, it was a great setup by the Humber Hawks on the far side. Just Fanshawe Falcons able to read that one and defend very well on that attack. Right idea by the Hawks to exploit the far side, but...
And another serve going into the net, so kind of been the story early on. Both sides can't really generate or break away because every time a server goes up, it's into the net, Manny. It's been a little bit difficult to get away from the other side.
Yeah, in a game like this, emotions riding high, momentum's riding high. You're trying to get into the game with all the noise happening around you.
Quick one in the middle, but saved somehow. Gomes gonna go out wide to Milne. It'll be Fanshawe point. Thought for a second it might have hit off the wall, but no, just straight out of bounds.
Yeah, it was a close call, but the referee on the far side of the line had his flag up right away, signaling for a Fanshawe point. And just like that, that will bring on Alex Segui.
Kept alive, but not high enough. Humber gets the point. Down by 3, this is the time. And they have the right man at the line so far. Michael McAlpine has had a phenomenal start to this match. Here we go, the big man wearing 17, the nice serve. First ball, good for the Falcons. And oh, just falling down. He bit for the tip. It was McAlpine, not expecting the heavy hit to the back line.
Yeah, Falcons have done a great job of mixing up their attack and getting creative on the offense, trying to mix it up for the Humber Hawks. Humber's done a great job of defending their side and keeping up.
Too far back, it was Tanner Patterson.
And it's a back and forth game, and we continue to exchange possession.
One rally can really justify who will take this set number 1. Both teams just going back and forth. Michael McAlpine, Jaden Milne. Nice serve, kept alive by McAlpine. Tried to hit over by Max Crowder, not gonna go. Kyle Gray-Phillips now, tip at the net, and unfortunately can't push it far enough. And a timeout will be called by the Hawks.
Yeah, Humber Hawks taking a timeout there. Four-point differential, but let's take a look at that replay there once again. There's the miscue that led to the Fanshawe Falcons point. And the Hawks call a timeout, trying to rally back together and get everyone on the same page, Zach.
So really, Manny, something I'm just kind of noticing is what, Fanshawe, they took that early lead and they've been able to hold that margin, but Humber, it was the early mistakes that kind of bit them a little bit. That's why they trail by 4 right now, but they've cleaned it up. They've cleaned up that play. They're playing a lot better than they did to start the match. And I just kind of want to see that continued play to improve over time. They're on a 3-game win streak. They're fighting to be tied for 2nd place in the West Division. So no, they're not out of it just yet.
No, most definitely. And to your point, Zach, that comes down from adjustment and leadership. So Humber Hawks have done a very good job of adjusting in this game. And talking about leadership, you got to look at Wayne Wilkins. He's been their coach for so long, 396 to 129 record. With that kind of experience, you know exactly when to tweak your lineup, when to tweak your strategy, and when to change things. And Coach Wilkins has done that, getting the Humber Hawks back into this game, and that's why they trailed by 4 points only.
Yeah, he's an exceptional coach. He's shown it his entire tenure here, 27 years. His brother Wayne Wilkins is head coach for the women's team, who we saw take a victory just previously before this game started up.
And something to keep an eye. Both coaches on the verge of 400.
Very close and very accurate right there, Manny. And here we go, back underway. Max Crowder trying to get it over the wall, not breaking. Gonna go to Kyle Gray-Phillips, cross court, not gonna fall. Back set. Diving bodies everywhere for the Hawks. Another quick one to Crowder. And Fanshawe keeps it alive. It's gonna be a free ball for the Hawks. Gomes to Crowder, kept up and alive by Fanshawe again. Tried to go out wide, and it looks like it hit the post. And after a long rally, Humber comes away victorious.
Now, we've had multiple long rallies on either side, and they just get more and more exciting, Zach, as the play continues.
Just wow, jaw-dropping is what's going on here. Another replay. Look at it back and forth. Jaden Milne laid it all on the line in that backcourt. And then Max Crowder getting over.
Yeah, excellent teamwork. Teamwork makes the dream work there.
Exactly, that's what you want to see. Stefan Manning, the sub on in to serve, coming in place for Max Crowder. You gotta kind of hope that a rally starts soon here for the Hawks, down 3 in the closing stages of this first set. Manning going up, heavy serve. First ball's good, going out wide. Coming through with the wall, it's Jake Gomes.
Jake Gomes and Josker and Kelsey using the size on the far side, being effective in front of the net front presence.
When in doubt, your captain comes through for you. And that's what the case right here. Trailed by 2 now. Manning up, serve, good, over net. Gonna go out wide, tipped over the wall. Gomes keeps it alive. Kelsey going out. McAlpine didn't like the read, just gonna toss it on over. Quick button in the middle, and it catches the inside line. Fanshawe, 5 away.
Yeah, 5 points for Fanshawe Falcons, 8 points for the Humber Hawks. You said it, teams keep exchanging points and possession. McAlpine was very close on that play. Just a little misread, unfortunately.
AGP to Gomes. McAlpine went on down, and that goes in the stands. And that's what you want to see. Michael McAlpine bringing it right back.
Michael McAlpine putting the McPower on that one as that ball was deflected into the stands.
Here we go, the man you want to see at the service line. See if we can turn around the night. Big serve, just falling short. And again, it's just stinging the Hawks. Jake Gomes hasn't been able to get it going from that service line. We know how good he is, Manny. Yeah, that's been the backbreaker.
He's very creative with his serves. He's trying to catch the far end and the back line. And just like that, the Falcons give up the lead, give up the possession, and the Hawks get the ball right back.
As close of a set as we could have asked for. 21-19 for the Fanshawe Falcons. They're 10-1 on the season, and they're trying to make a big splash here in the Hawks' nest. Big serve, missing the back line. Again, Fanshawe will take control. Up 3 now.
Yeah, a little back and forth, third straight serve that's changed possessions due to missing the back line, and Falcons back at it here.
If you look at the OCAA medal history, Humber ranking number 1, 17 medals, a total of 8 gold medals. Fanshawe ranking 7th with 4 golds. And there it is, they get the point right on back. Michael McAlpine.
Just don't look now, but on the scoreboard, the Hawks clawing away at that lead. Now only trailing by 2. Alec Loney steps in for the Humber Hawks to serve.
It'd be big, the Hawks trying to break even here. Down by 2. Nice serve by Loney. First ball good for the Falcons. Trying to catch the line. And he calls it.
Coach Wilkins not happy with that call. He believes that one was outside.
The ref is gonna talk. What will be the call here? That's Fanshawe volleyball.
And Coach Wilkins wants an explanation on that one, so he'll send Captain Jake Gomes to have a word with the referee.
Another conversation. It was the line judge. Went up to have a conversation with the head ref. Now talking to both captains. Obviously, a lot of emotions here, man. You know, you come into the Hawks' nest, you always want to try to beat them. You always want to try to outdo them because it's such a hard place to play in the noise, the atmosphere. The teams are always so strong. But
not just the atmosphere and the game itself, but you got to look at the history. These two teams are very familiar with each other. There's history there.
You can hear the noise. KGP saves it. Jaden Milne, cross court. kept alive somehow by Fanshawe. Hit from the back line, sails out of bounds. And the crowd, that's what you need. You gotta get into it. That's what the Hawks need to energize them. Michael McAlpine, the man you want to see right now at the line. Hawks down 2. Big stakes right here as we heading towards the closing of the first set. Tipped over, point to Fanshawe. A heads-up play by the setter, Sebastian Lethbridge, and a timeout is called by the Hawks.
Coach Wilkins wants to take it, make the safe play and the safe call there as the Fanshawe Falcons reach the game point. Humber Hawks will reset and try to rally back together and get on the same page.
Just like the women's game, we are being treated to some fantastic volleyball. Both sides laying it all out on the court. Nobody wanting to give up anything.
Yeah, it's one of those games, Zach, where you blink and you'll miss the action. It's so fast. It's such a fast-paced game and such an exciting game that action is happening all around and both sides of the court.
On your screen, you see there the Fanshawe Falcons sitting on set point here in set number 1. And if you're just tuning in, oh man, you've missed the start of a good one. Fanshawe took an early lead and they've held it ever since, but the Hawks have not gone away easy. They've been playing some good volleyball. It's just coming down to their serves. Some of them have been too far and hit the net. If they can clean up the serves, they'll be in great position to take this victory, but you gotta adapt. You gotta change what you're doing. And here we go, Tanner Patterson at the line for Fanshawe. Crowd coming alive, making noise. Big serve by Patterson, it's gonna go right over Fanshawe. He's gonna get the play. Block, kept alive, but it goes outside of those posts. Humber stays alive.
Yeah, chance for them to get closer to the Fanshawe Falcons tie this game and extend the set.
You gotta be perfect from here on out. Down 24-22. Jaden Milne at the line to serve. Ball goes up, and here comes Milne. Nice serve to the back line. Going out wide. Tipped over, and that'll do it for set number 1. The Fanshawe Falcons take it 25-22.
Yeah, it was Jack Vogt on the side of the Fanshawe Falcons. Take a look at that one again. Just puts the little soft touch to get that ball over the Humber Hawks side, and that will seal the deal for set number 1, like you said. But the Humber Hawks making it a set, coming back and drawing closer to the lead, eliminating the lead at one point for the Fanshawe Falcons and turning it into an exciting one.
If you're the Hawks, you gotta look at it this way. Fanshawe has been a dominant team all year long. Have only dropped 1 game, currently riding a 5-game win streak. Yeah, you lost the set, but there's some things you can clean up, and this team is most definitely capable of doing that, Manny. They kept it close for the entirety of that set. It was just Fanshawe got those little breaks. They played tighter and cleaner volleyball throughout the first set, so it's just something to build on. It's on the screen, it was 25-22. And we'll switch sides and we'll go again for set number 2.
Yeah, most definitely, and it was a great job on the side of the Humber Hawks, hitting the reset button, calling the timeout, and trying to get everybody on the same page and get communication flowing. And there you see some of the statistics of the first set there between the Fanshawe Falcons and the Humber Hawks.
Yeah, excuse me, I had to take a sip of water. I'm losing my voice over here
not a problem,
at the broadcast table. I was nearly screaming in the first game because of how intense it got, and I'm already losing my voice here in the start of the second.
And on that chart for the statistics, Zach, one thing was again apparent that even though the Fanshawe Falcons are leading the set, Humber Hawks were leading the hitting percentage by quite a margin.
And here we go again. The music intensifies. Everybody's ready. It's a beautiful night, man, just for volleyball. Beautiful night in general. Happy to be back here. Obviously, me and you were here last year with COVID just coming to an end, everybody trying to trickle on back into the Hawks nest. Now having more and more fans come in as the year goes on, it's a happy sight to see. And I'm excited to see how this one goes. Set number 2 coming up for the Humber Hawks as they host the Fanshawe Falcons.
Yeah, talking about last year and last season, one of the key players on the Humber Hawks in the last season was. Joshua Fedara no longer with the team. But
At York University now.
York University, but a key player that was part of this team. But the Humber Hawks have replaced that with Michael McAlpine. You got Alec Loney, and much of the roster is still there. The chemistry is still there.
For sure. Don't forget, though, also, a guy who wasn't on the court that first set, Gabriel Mendez, somebody we've seen have a great year so far for the Hawks, actually is having a solid year. I believe he leads the team, or excuse me, is tied for the team with most kills with 77, and only sits behind Jaden Milne in points. Milne at 98, and Mendez sitting at 87. So we are waiting for his entrance into this game. Looks like he'll still be on the sidelines.
Once again, Zach, it just shows you the depth of this roster and team and how effective they can be any given night out or night in, night out. Any player can jump into the roster or the lineup and be impactful.
And it's been a libero kind of night. We saw it in the first game with Jamie Rutledge as well as Alex LaChapelle. The liberos in that game diving all over. The ball was nailing them in the face, but they didn't care. They were keeping it up. And it's just kind of the similar thing in this game. You have Elliot Leslie on the side of the Fanshawe Falcons having a great game at libero, and you look at the side of the Hawks, it's Alex Segui, number 15. He is just doing wonders for the Hawks right now.
Yeah, and if we're talking comparisons to the women's game earlier on, I just have one more comparison to make. We talked about some of the shoes and the kicks that the women's team were wearing, but let's take a look at the kicks some of the guys' teams are wearing.
There it is. Big serve from Jake Gomes. That's what you missed there in the first set. Grace Phillips with a huge hit. Quick one to Kelsey, and we got a rally to start off set number 2. Tipped. And just getting through the wall. Gomes was unable to get to it, but again, treated to a fantastic rally.
Jake Gomes was right there, but just not able to dive down or get down or keep that one alive in time.
Going out wide to McAlpine. And the ball coming through again for Fanshawe.
The ball of Humber not able to get the job done on that play.
Up to going back for Grace Phillips. And you saw him cock it back and slam it down. Kyle Grace Phillips.
KGP, as we like to call him, unleashes on that one. Gets Humber on the board in set number 2.
Insanity to start off set number 2. Grace Phillips up for the serve, off the net. Kept alive. Fanshawe going for something. Kept up by Segui, but nobody else able to respond. Unfortunate break for the Hawks.
Yeah, great reflex there by Alex Segui to keep that one alive, but like you mentioned, the Hawks not just able to get there to keep the other.
It's a libero kind of night, Manny. The liberos are doing everything for all 4 of these teams that are playing here.
And fortunately for the Humber Hawks, a miscue on the serve. They'll get possession right back. They get the point. Juskar Kelsey heads to the line.
Out of Rexdale, Ontario, 6'10". Having himself a great year once again. Kept alive, tipped up, going out wide once again, off the block, and out of bounds. Fanshawe, they're seamlessly rolling right now. Like I said, they were winners of their last 5. Look at it one more time on the replay here, Manny.
Yeah, take a look at that one there. Michael McAlpine right there. Maximum Crowder right there, but unfortunate bounce on the side of the Humber Hawks.
Go once again out to McAlpine, trying to hit over. No, it's Fanshawe ball. He tried to hit it over the wall, skid to the fingertips, but he missed them.
And that's been the most unfortunate thing for the Humber Hawks, is the power that's kind of caused the points to go the other way. But it's also nice when sometimes points like that come back.
Just like that, back. Hawks, familiar, down 2. Fanshawe leading at 5-3 in the second set. McAlpine, out of Belleville, Ontario. Strong serve, but kept alive. Blocked and out of bounds. And again, the breaks keep going the way of the Falcons. They're not going away. Continuing to push this pressure. And you see it on the sidelines there. The bleachers starting to get loud. They brought out the spoons and the buckets.
And it looks like the
Humber Hawks ball.
And it looks like the noise seems to be working because the Humber Hawks seem to be rallying behind it, gaining momentum, collecting that point.
And who else but Humber Hawks hitter Erica Dodd, the one with the spoon making the most noise. Going out wide again. Segui keeps it alive. Gomes going out to KGP, tried to go cross court, but couldn't get it high enough.
Yeah, unfortunately, similar to last set, we go back and forth with these serves, giving points to the other team. Humber Hawks and Falcons continue to exchange possession here.
Kept up. Quick one to Crowder. Maximum Crowder. There you go. Get going. Get fired up.
Maximum Crowder with some maximum power on that attack. Here comes the Humber Hawks once again. Not able to get it over the net, unfortunately.
3-point game. Fanshawe leads it. Hawks have yet to have a lead in this game. They brought it back even in set number 1, but haven't been able to go ahead. Serve over, good. Back set to McAlpine, and it was a trick play. They all started leaning towards Jaden Milne.
Yeah, that one had some steam coming up behind it. Michael McAlpine really letting that one go.
Came out of left field.
Came out of left field, picked the center court and open spot on the side of the Falcons. And who better but Jake Gomes on the service line.
Heavy serve, and that's what you like to see out of number 13. Out of bounds.
Dusker and Kelsey giving some words of wisdom to Michael McAlpine, making sure he did not play that ball as that one was out of bounds. Humber Hawks within 1. Jake Gomes back on the service line.
One of the best servers in the OCAA, Gomes, just missing that back line. Last second, Fanshawe letting it go. And you can see frustrated with himself. He knows how good he is. Everyone in this gym knows how good he is. Just unfortunate breaks for number 13 in white. Good first ball to him. KGP drops it on that back line.
Yeah, Humber Hawks continuing to attack that back line on the side of the Fanshawe Falcons. Falcons have gotten lucky with letting some of them go, but KGP finds the back of the court there and gets the point.
Up to serve. Ray Phillips hits that back line. Try to tip over. And again, somehow that tip can get through. I don't know if you can see, Manny. Obviously, our camera crew can't pick it up, but there is some nice signs in the stands for the Fanshawe Falcons. Gomes going back to McAlpine, tipped over. Coverage is there for Fanshawe, but tipped over again by Jasker Kelsey.
And Jasker Kelsey letting his experience show on that play. Just pulls out a veteran play, gets the easy point. Take a look at that one again, yeah. Here comes Jasker Kelsey with the veteran experience. Just tips that one down, easy attack.
And the backbreaker for the Hawks has just been these serves. Usually a team we don't really talk about having issues with serves, but coming into today, they've just been a little bit off. Obviously, you know, there's still time to right that wrong. As the Hawks nest coming alive, making the noise. Serve up, first ball, over the net. Tip, did it hit off a player? It did, off of Segui, the libero.
Yeah, that one there, Segui. As soon as that point came down, he had that expression that it did make contact, unfortunately, on the side of the Hawks.
3-point lead for the Falcons. First ball Gomes, good. He's going to McAlpine, off the net, kept alive. Crowder gets it down. Falcons have it up. Somehow it stayed alive. Gomes back to Crowder. This time it's not going to be denied. Maximum Crowder gets the kill.
What a play on the side of the Humber Hawks. What a chance on the side of the Fanshawe Falcons to keep it alive, and the Humber Hawks with a spectacular finish on that.
We've had some great rallies today, Manny, and that might be one of the best. McAlpine with the heavy serve. Tipped to the back corner, it just falls. Oh, man.
I'll tell you one thing, Zach, both teams are leaving everything out on the court today. There will be no doubt that these teams did not give their 100% in this today.
Taven Blackmore, excuse me, will be checking in for KGP as Hawks down 3. Fanshawe serve. Serves good. Too much power though. And Gomes fighting it back, but kept up. Hit over. First ball Gomes good. He's going to go to McAlpine off the net. Fanshawe diving, keeping it alive. The serve down. And wow, another one. That's Jaden Crowther.
Yeah, this is going to be intense. Back and forth, back and forth.
Back and forth we go. Serve up, serves good. First ball to Gomes, gonna go quick to Crowder. Kept alive again. Whoa, this time comes through. Crowder and Gomes block it.
Yeah, that big wall coming into effect for the Humber Hawks in front of the net once again. A big part of their attack and offense is that wall. Somehow Fanshawe has been able to rectify that attack from there, but Humber finds a way.
Milne with a fiery serve. Gomes trying to go up and serve it. And a big one. Gomes spikes it off the block and it goes out of bounds. Hawks trail by 2.
Yeah, don't look away, but take a look at that one again, but don't look away. The Humber Hawks are coming right back in this set.
Gomes went up. Hit it right over and went out of bounds. The quick tip. That's a heads-up play by Sebastian Lethbridge. Catching the Hawks a little flat-footed right there. Diving save by Milne. It's just going to be pushed over. Free ball here for Fanshawe. Going out wide off the block, but Milne back there. To McAlpine. Too much power by McAlpine. Sails beyond that back line. Fanshawe up 16. And there's the sign. Can you see the difference?
There's going to be a little change for the Humber Hawks. Marcus Morgan comes in for Fort Erie. Marcus Morgan, a first-year player on this roster.
I need to catch my breath, man. This is such fast-paced action we've been given here.
And a rotational point charge to the Humber Hawks. So Fanshawe Falcons will unfortunately get a free point.
Tough break for the Hawks. Timeout called, and you can hear Fanshawe's roaring over there, Manny.
Yeah, unfortunate call there on the side of the Humber Hawks there, the rotation violation. But the Fanshawe Falcons in this second set have come out with a firing momentum, and Humber Hawks have matched that momentum, keeping alive with them. The Falcons ran away with it a little bit in the beginning of the second. Humber Hawks came back, and since then it's been a little bit back and forth. And like you said, it's been the serves and the overpower that has been a little bit of a factor for both teams.
We'll take another look at it here. It was just trying to save it, and Fanshawe came away with the point. It's back and forth action. That's what we've been given. But, Manny, really, for the side of Humber, it's just the small things. In the women's game, we were talking about how the women's team for Humber was able to pick on those mistakes that Fanshawe was giving them. But on this side, it's kind of reverse. Fanshawe, they're such a deep team and a strong team this year, sitting at 10-1. They're doing exactly what the Hawks women's team is doing.
Yeah, and it's exactly like that. You know, we have a couple of first-year players on this team that are coming in. Obviously, the Humber Hawks have been so good. They've been such a decorated roster. You have those players that come in, so the chemistry is going to get uprooted. But despite that, Humber Hawks have been able to post a 7-4 record. We've never seen a game such as this one where Humber Hawks have been trailing the entire game. But credit to the Fanshawe Falcons, like you said, they've adjusted well, they've picked their spots, and they've made those in-game adjustments according to the Humber Hawks adjustments as well.
Flying out of bounds, so a wise timeout call by head coach Wayne Wilkins. Man, we talked about how these two teams have such a big rivalry. The all-time record for the Hawks against Fanshawe is 20-23. These two have been battling it out for years.
And that's exactly it, Zach. We talked about it, that history plays into the factor of how these two teams come across each other when they play each other.
Big hit, misses the back line. They're going to give it to the Hawks off the fingertips of the wall.
Yeah, great break there for the Humber Hawks. But like I said, that history comes into play every time these two teams meet, and that's what makes for an exciting match.
That was Taven Blackmore with the heavy hit. That's why I call him the Great Wall of Humber.
Yeah, big sneak attack from the Humber Hawks there. And Saffron Manning will come back in.
Saffron Manning coming in place of Maximum Crowder. And a Spanish Town, Jamaica into the net. Hard serve. Unfortunately, doesn't break the way for the Hawks as they're trailed by 3.
And Maximum Crowder back off. Saffron Manning back off. Alex Segway back in for a libero position.
Najim Javid, number 4, will come on to serve. Serve up, serve good. Gomes trying to do that steep play. Kept up somehow by the Hawks. Kelsey pushes it over. Jack Kelsey gets the point.
Great effort by Jake Gomes there to keep that one alive for the Hawks, and Jusker and Kelsey able to finish that one off, catching the Fanshawe Falcons off guard and unprepared with that attack.
2 points is what the Hawks trail right now. And Jake Gomes, like I said earlier, he's second in the league in service aces. Serve up. Somehow kept alive. Humber Hawks will get the point. Now, in my entire days of calling volleyball, I don't think I've ever seen a player run to the other side of the net to make it. We'll take another look on replay there, and you see it goes to the opposite side. I mean, I've never seen that many. We're going to have to dive into the rule books if that's actually allowed. I mean, it could be. Again, I'm not no expert at volleyball.
I believe that's why Humber got the point, is one, that the player from the Fanshawe Falcons went on the other side, and 2, there was a lift when that ball was tried to kept in rally and alive.
When you come to the Hawks nest, you see something new every day. But here we go, Gomes off the net, almost caught the setter sleeping. Tip down the line, save by Segway. Now, what a kill!
And tie game as the Humber Hawks come back 18-0. And that will lead to the Fanshawe Falcons calling their first timeout. The Humber Hawks firing on all cylinders, finding the momentum and taking the game to the Fanshawe Falcons all of a sudden. We have a tie game and set 2 at 18 points apiece.
I haven't seen this atmosphere like this since last year. The Humber Hawks in the playoffs for the volleyball. But oh man, it is getting intense here.
Yeah, like you said, the crowd is really rallying behind the Hawks, bringing the noise, and that's playing a factor and has got the team feeling the home advantage here in this game. As you see it on the scoreboard, they managed to come back, tie the game 18-all. They've adjusted well in this second set after the timeout by Coach Wilkins, and they've picked their open spots on the side of the Fanshawe Falcons and are attacking in a smart, creative way, and they're mixing it up now.
If you want to dive even deeper into the statistics between these two teams, Humber has an 8-9 record against the Falcons at home. So with a win tonight, they'll go 500 against the Falcons. While on the away side, obviously as well, under 500, 10-12. For some reason over the years, Fanshawe has just been a thorn in the side of the Humber Hawks, and they haven't been able to figure out why. But right now, the display of guts I'm seeing on the side of Humber, and we're in for a great, great match today.
Now, we talk about the Humber Hawks being so good at blocking shots and attacks in front of the net, Zach. One thing, I've never really ever seen this, is the Fanshawe Falcons actually lead the Humber Hawks in block shots.
Big serve once again. Kept alive. Is it going to be able to stay up? No, into the stands. Just like that, the Hawks have their first lead of the match tonight, up 19-18. None other than Jake Gomes at the service line. I mean, I said it in the first set, they had to get him going at the line to start rolling, and he is rolling right now.
Yeah, such a key player for the Humber Hawks. The offense rolls through him, the attack rolls through him. Big momentum for Hawks.
Once again, Gomes, and just into the net. I'll take the blame on that one. The caster curse coming into effect.
Yeah, we may have spoke too soon a little bit on that one there.
My bad, Jake, my bad. Serve over, first ball to Gomes, good. He's going back to Blackmore. Wow. Taven is coming off the bench, electrifying this team.
Yeah, that one had some force behind that one.
After that last timeout called by Fanshawe, he was saying words I obviously can't repeat, but he was basically saying, let's go. Let's bleep go. Heavy serve, missing that back line. All knotted up, 20 apiece.
Yeah, this one's going to go right down to the wire, Zach. We're going to be going to the final buzzer on this one.
Crowd getting loud, that's what you want to hear. Serve, Blackmore, nice first ball. He's going to go wide, give it right back to him. And you see the fire in his eyes.
Yeah, the energy, the momentum. Tavon Blackmore is feeling it all on the court right now.
Nazir Francis will come on to serve in place of Kelsey. Man, I gotta talk to some of these players. I want to get a Humber Hawks headband like that.
Yeah, those are pretty cool. They look comfortable.
And here we go. Hawks up 21-20. First ball over. Service is
Elliot Leslie, the libero on the side of the Fanshawe Falcons, not able to get his hands underneath that one.
Another timeout called by Fanshawe, and the Hawks are rolling here.
Yeah, this rally of points by the Humber Hawks has Fanshawe Falcons in concern, causing them to call their timeout. As we mentioned, the Hawks have adjusted. They're getting creative with their attack. They're mixing up their attack, and we're able to catch the Fanshawe Falcons a little tight-footed, maybe you can say, and we're just able to catch them off guard. So Fanshawe Falcons trying to adjust and answer back with one of their own.
Back and forth action is what we've been given. And it's just been phenomenal all night long. Zach Benoit, Manny Calra here on the call for you. And we've been treated just great volleyball all around between both teams, men's volleyball as well as female. And right now the Hawks are putting on a gutsy display to try to take back a set against the top-seeded West Division team in the Fanshawe Falcons.
Yeah, everybody tuned in on the huddles. The Fanshawe Falcons all tuned in. Humber Hawks all tuned in. They do not want to give their opponent a single bit of edge, and like I've said it twice already, Zach, this one's going to go down to the wire, but this one could be anybody's game.
Ball right back in the hands of the Falcons. Too hard of a serve by Francis. First time the Hawks have been home hosting the Falcons since 2019. It was November 15th. The Fanshawe Falcons were here. They lost that one. Oh, Hawks trying to get it back, trying to go off the block and down. Humber's ball. Look at the bench erupting.
Yeah, you can feel the energy. That was Nazir Francis on the sidelines. The Humber Hawks on the verge of stealing set number 2 to tie this game.
Marcus Morgan now out of Fort Erie, first-year player. Heavy serve, nice serve. Fanshawe's gonna get a play out of this. The block coming through. Maximum pressure. And look at Jake Gomes getting fired up. Hawks on set point.
And just like that, set point for the Humber Hawks to tie this game all at 1 set apiece. And Fanshawe Falcons will switch out some of their players to make sure that they stay alive in this game.
Here we go. Set point. Hawks have a chance to tie this matchup 1 set apiece. As we wait, we're having some technical difficulties over at our scores table, but it's okay. I can't remember who sings it, but you know, nobody's perfect. I think it was Miley Cyrus. Nobody's perfect.
I think it was Miley Cyrus.
I think it was Miley. I don't know. I'll Shazam it later, but right now.
No, if it wasn't Miley Cyrus, for now we'll say it was Zach Benoit.
We'll definitely not say that. My singing career never started, and it will never will. So, and it'll be a yellow card for the side of Fanshawe.
Now the referee.
Still trying to figure out what's. Yeah, so it's a delay of game that was charged to Fanshawe. I see the Hawks having fun over on their bench. That was some fun, Manning. Make sure every player, got to touch the ball.
It's got to spread the love, got to spread the love.
Here we go. Marcus Morgan, unfortunately, into the net.
With that miscue, unfortunately, the Fanshawe Falcons stay alive in this set, Zach. They'll get possession back.
Daniel Ridings now back to serve. It has to be near perfect. But a timeout will be used by head coach Wayne Wilkins.
He just wants to make sure that the momentum stays on the side of the Hawks. With the Fanshawe Falcons getting possession, he just wants to make sure the Hawks are ready for whatever may come and that everybody has a game plan drawn out for this next play.
This has been some sensational volleyball.
Now this is high energy volleyball. It's like playoff volleyball in here.
Manny, we're listening to the music right now. I'm trying to figure out whose entrance music this is.
Well, I could give you a little crash course on that. This would be the American Nightmare, the son of American Dream, Dusty Rhodes.
I knew I heard it somewhere.
This is Cody Rhodes' entrance music.
I heard he's coming back at the Royal Rumble. Don't confirm that, but I heard that.
No spoilers, but we'll see what happens.
We're back to the volleyball after our quick little WWE break. But Hawks lead it 24-22. The ball in the hands of the Fanshawe Falcons. Daniel Ridings the one to serve. And he has to be perfect here. Have to get the ball over any point, any serve out of bounds into the net. Hawks take the set.
Yeah, it's going to be an important play for the Hawks. They have to be perfect on this one. Falcons have to be perfect on this one.
Here we go. The energy has erupted. Serves up. Serves good. First ball Gomes good. Going out wide to Milne. Kept alive by the Hawks. Tipped over. Morgan there. Going again to Milne. Tipped to the back line. Back and forth we go. Out wide. Segway. Jaden Milne once again. And lands in bounds. Just like that.
Falcons started this set, coming out swinging, and they built up an early lead. The Humber Hawks rally back, as we mentioned, time and time again with the timeout. We're able to get back into the set, and now I've tied the game, and momentum swings on their side. And Zach, this third set is going to be off the charts. If we thought the second set was insane, the third one is going to blow the roof off this place.
Manny, I'm trying to recover from those first 2 sets. Oh my Lord. So much has happened. So much has happened. You see the scoreline basically is just flipped from the first set as Fanshawe took that one 25-22, and now Humber takes it 25-22. But oh man, both teams just giving it their all. Shout out, giving us a great game, and I mean a great game. I need to take a breath. Woo! It's been a good one. Treated to some great volleyball. You can see on your screen right there.
Yeah, Humber
on the
Hawks.
bench.
The Humber Hawks having a conversation there, and they're just trying to get on the same page. They want to do the same thing, exactly what they did in the second half of that second set. And there you see the Fanshawe Falcons, and if I'm on their side of the bench, Zach, what I'm saying is try to do exactly what you did in the first set and in the first half of that second set before Humber started that comeback, because those two things will lead to not just a great volleyball game, but a great experience for everybody inside this arena. But both teams have a lot riding on this game as well. As you mentioned, the history is there. They have the record, and the OCAA standings are on the line as well.
They indeed have the record. Humber right now, if you missed off the start of the show, Humber sits in 5th place, but realistically tied for 3rd with the Niagara Knights and the Redeemer Royals. Only sit behind Fanshawe, who's in 1st with a 10-1 record, and Cambrian, that has an 8-3. So if Humber wins tonight, they would go into a tie for 2nd place. If they lose, they'll fall to 4th with a record of 7-5. But Manny, we've been treated to a sensational game. Wayne Wilkins has just been coaching phenomenally, but you can't give any kind of slander to the other side. Head coach Patrick Johnston for the Fanshawe Falcons in his 10th year has also done a phenomenal job. Really just holding his own, going toe-to-toe, and just really showing why his program is 10-1 this year.
Yeah, most definitely. And we talk about leadership. We talk about the tenure of the Wilkins brothers. So it's evident on both the men's and the women's hockey team. They're so good.
Volleyball. We don't have hockey here.
Sorry,
Varsity.
yes, volleyball teams.
I know you were just checking the Maple Leaf score.
Volleyball teams. I don't know why I said hockey,
but it's okay.
Yes.
I know you were looking at the Leafs.
Teams. They're exceptional volleyball teams, and they have exceptional programs. And the history shows that. We talked about it, both on the verge of 400 victories on the program. So again, there's got to be internal competition as well between the brothers. But
don't forget, both brothers actually sit 1st and 2nd all-time wins in Humber College athletics history. Obviously, Wayne's brother, Chris Wilkins, sits in 1st with 399 as he's close and will hopefully eclipse that 400 mark. Next one, obviously, he wasn't coaching today. We weren't given the information why, so obviously we hope everything with Coach Wilkins is A-OK. But he is ever so close to that 400th win as Wayne Wilkins, 4 away, and he wants to get close. He wants
absolutely. And one thing I want to get back to, Zach, the one stat I was trying to look up while we were having a conversation here, you talked about Humber moving into a tie with Cambrian Golden Shields. And just to put that into perspective, the Humber Hawks just defeated the Cambrian Golden Shields on the road 3-1 before coming home for this game. It was on the 15th, just past this weekend.
So here we go, set number 3. Michael McAlpine wasting no time. Big hit, but Fanshawe holding strong. Just gonna be a slow toss over, free ball, going out wide to KGP. But no, it'll be given towards the Hawks. You can see the ref saying to Gomes, I see it. You don't gotta come up and talk to me.
Yeah, but it's not that referee that I was looking at. I was looking at the referee in the corner over there because
another look at it right here.
He had to make a quick adjustment because that ball was directed with some power directly at him.
Here we go, another good serve. Jake Gomes gets it over. Try to tip it over, not gonna go. Jake Vogt is the one trying to get that ball good to go over, couldn't get it. So Jake Gomes. One more look at it here, Manny, on that past one by Vogt. He tried to get it over with the tip, hit right on that white part, top of the net. Jake Gomes, another heavy, hard serve. Nice second ball. Kept alive. Once again, kept alive. It'll be Fanshawe ball. The block trying to come through, but unfortunately, was the last one to touch it.
Yeah, Jake Vogt, like you said, the wall of Humber comes into big effect all the time. Unfortunately on that one, not able to get the point for the Hawks. And the Hawks get that one just back, just like that. Calgary Phillips now heading to the line.
Nice dig there by the libero for Fanshawe. But kept alive once again. Fanshawe not going away easily. It's going to be a free ball. Gomes going wide. No, just a miscue. He wanted to hit KGP in the back line, but a miscue by the Hawks right there will cost them the point. They still lead it though, 3-2.
Yeah, both teams have made that error of the trick play, not being able to get it over the net. So both teams like to utilize that play moving forward. Will probably be not the last time that you see that play as well, Zach.
Heads up play right there on the sideline by Jaden Milne. Lets that ball soar out of bounds. Jaskar and Kelsey now.
Now the Hawks look a little bit more settled in. They seem to have that communication flowing once again, and the positioning seems to be there.
Tried to soft serve it, but falls just short of the net. Daniel Ridings goes to the line to serve.
Daniel Ridings, 102 points on the season.
Out of bounds, so the Hawks get the ball back.
And who better but Michael McAlpine heading to the line for the Hawks. A first-year player with 91 points entering tonight's game. And the back and forth continues with the service errors here. Falcons gave the service and possession back to the Humber Hawks, and Humber Hawks unable to get that one service in the lines. Falcons get the possession back.
Here we go, Gomes back, KGP. Heavy one, they get it right back, so Gomes gonna get another play out of this. Quick one to Crowder, but that wall coming through for Fanshawe. And I believe that was Jaden Rother.
And unfortunately, Calgary Phillips was right there to keep that one alive, but ended up having to fall and slip, unfortunately for the Hawks.
And the serve into the net for Fanshawe.
Jaden Milne back to the line for the Hawks. 98 points on the season for Milne entering tonight's game.
He's leading this team. One of the veteran players. Going out wide, Fanshawe, and it's not gonna go. Humber get another point and extend their lead 7-5.
Yeah, unfortunate extra touch, getting it the fourth touch for the Fanshawe Falcons. And another point for the Humber Hawks. They extend the lead to 2.
Heavy serve again from Milne, but Fanshawe holding strong. Big hit. McAlpine tried to keep it alive, but he couldn't get there.
Now the power on that one for the Falcons. A little too much for Michael McAlpine.
Quick serve, Gomes going to KGP again. But it'll be Hawks ball off the fingertips of the wall.
Yeah, that one was close because that just missed the back line on the side of the Fanshawe Falcons too. mentioned him at the beginning of this game. He's an important piece of the Fanshawe Falcons. Take a look at that one again. Very much involved in the attack. Daniel Ridings just goes up and smashes that one down.
Serve save, McAlpine. The big block. Jake Float.
And with that block, the Fanshawe Falcons have tied this game 8 points apiece.
Another soft serve. Gomes going wide. KGP, but the block again. Oh, man.
And the bench for the Fanshawe Falcons just erupting on this side here.
Back-to-back blocks for the Fanshawe Falcons has them alive and going. KGP too hard this time.
The camera crew on that far side had to make a little duck as that
Went
attack.
right through me and now we would have died.
And here we go. Another serve up. First ball to Gomes good. He's gonna try to spike it, but saved by the Hawks. They're just gonna have to give it up and put it over. Free ball now. And everything going the way of the Falcons right now. Timeout called by Humber. And these last 4 or 5 points, Fanshawe has been rolling.
Yeah, they've erupted, and the women's team that joined us from the Fanshawe Falcons sitting right to the, actually just beside to our left.
Our left.
To
yes.
our left.
You're right on the screen, but our left.
And you see Jamie Rutledge, the libero from that, and she was erupting as the Fanshawe Falcons bench, or the men's team was erupting on the court. Even when she's not playing, she's providing the energy in this game.
She's on the court, she's going crazy. Excuse the voice crack there, I'm losing my voice. But even on the sidelines, going berserk for her school. That's what you like to call school spirit.
Well, like you said, Fanshawe Falcons rallying together to collect the points. The last few points here on this set, and setting the Humber Hawks with a 3-point deficit now, calling the timeout. This is going to be an interesting game. Hopefully the Humber Hawks get on the right side. There's lots of conversationing happening with the Wayne Wilkins on the far side there. And the Humber Hawks take the court once again. Alex Segui, Jaden Milner, Juskarn Kelsey, Jake Gomes, Michael McAlpine, and Tavon Blackmore.
That's alive somehow. Could be a free ball. Hawks gonna set up a play here. Gonna go wide again, Blackmore.
Disagreement with Coach Wayne Wilkins as the umpires had mixed signals. The umpire or the referee on the side of the Humber Hawks pointed that ball in, but that ball is now being counted out, and the Falcons got the point. So there's a little bit of a conversation happening on the court. Card given to the Humber Hawks, Zach, unfortunately.
So yellow card for each side right now. This is a high stakes game, man. It's the first home game of the year.
Like I said, this game has a lot of
what is going on?
Playoff intensity to it.
Here we go. Serve up. Blackmore trying to get it, but again, wow, the wall from Fanshawe is coming through. Daniel Ridings has been electric up front. Look at it again. Wow.
That big block on the side of the Fanshawe Falcons. Usually we do not see that on an attack for the Humber Hawks. A block from a wall like that taking toll, but Falcons finding a way.
Gomes going to the back for Morgan, and there it is. The Hawks finally break through after the long rally.
Yeah, Marcus Morgan gets creative, mixes it up, And just a soft touch attack. Fanshawe was not ready for that one.
And it's starting to get a little chippy in here. Some of the fans are looking at Fanshawe's bench saying, where's the noise? Big serve by Gomes at the wall. Blackmore trying to get it. It's going to be a free ball. Gomes setting it up, going out. Morgan, too much power. Wow.
And that one was headed right for the Fanshawe Falcons bench. Luckily, no one was actually seated in that direction, Zach.
Kept up, Gomes, he's gonna go out wide to Morgan. And the point to the Hawks, Marcus Morgan.
And Marcus Morgan with a big point, keeping them within 4 of the Fanshawe Falcons. 10-14 the score here inside the Hawks' nest.
Served by Blackmore. Goes up, and go wide. Cross court. Called in.
Coach Wayne Wilkins was not happy with that point. Had a little word with the referee in terms of whether that was in or out. Point stays towards the Fanshawe Falcons.
Too far out.
And just like that, Falcons give away the possession.
So still down 4. Jaskar and Kelsey will be the one to serve. Serve up, serve good. Trying to keep it up is Fanshawe. Gets the block, somehow kept up. Free ball now for the Hawks. Pushed out wide to Milne, Milne to Morgan. What a play!
Marcus Morgan saw an opening on the corner side of the Fanshawe Falcons, and he said, that's where I'm going with that attack, and he sent that one smashing on its way.
Hawks had to improvise. Jake Gomes is the first one to touch the ball. So Jaden Milne, cross court, sets up Morgan. Wow. And we're back in the action here again. And unable to keep it alive is the Hawks as Fanshawe is not giving up.
Yeah, that one there falls right between Tevin Blackmore and Justin Kelsey. Both of them with a diving effort, but just not able to get to the ball and keep the rally and attack alive.
Daniel Riding now, back to serve. 5 digs, 4 kills on the night for number 12 in red. And into the net this time.
Once again, Zach, the back and forth we go with the serves and the possession here. It's pretty much been the story of both sets so far, every set that we've seen.
Marcus Morgan up to serve. Heavy over the net, gets over. Fanshawe trying to get something going on that far side. Tipped. Gomes. He's going to Blackmore. Tevin Blackmore.
Tevin Blackmore putting some heat on that one.
Coming into tonight, he's played in 2 matches and has 6 kills. Something tells me he's going to be getting a lot more as the season progresses. Another nice serve over the net by Morgan. Gonna go wide again, off the block, and no, unfortunately nobody's there. Catches the fingertips of a Hawks player, and it was Alex Segui trying to dive to get to it, just couldn't reach.
Once again, we talk about liberos being an important role in this game moving forward.
The liberos today have been a difference maker, that's for sure. Served into the net, Hawks down by 2. 17-15. Number 4, Jaden Milne up to serve. Big serve coming out of the veteran. Hit off. It'll be Hawks point. I believe it hit the post there, Manny.
Yeah, it does appear like it did, and I think that was a signal from the referee and the umpire. well. Humber Hawks draw within one, 16-17 the score here in this third set between the two teams.
Trying to get back in it. Another nice serve. Just missing that back line. It was maybe a hair out of bounds. Can't get much closer than that, Manny.
Yeah, just a hairline. It was a couple of centimeters on the other side, and I think it was a point for the Humber Hawks. That's how close that one was.
Serve over, it's a short one. And it's gonna be a free ball for Fanshawe. It's up in the air, and nobody able to find it. So the Falcons extend their lead up to 3 now.
Yeah, Alex Segway, diving effort as a libero on the side of the Hawks. Once again, just not able to get there, but he has been all over the court on the side of the Humber Hawks.
Trying to keep his squad in it, that's for sure. Gomes going to Blackmore, tipped over the wall, kept alive. Going up to Blackmore again. Blackmore has himself a game.
Yeah, Tevin Blackmore, every time he gets the attack from the Humber Hawks, you know that one is going to come with a little bit of a zing to it. He does not hold back every time.
He came off the bench and he's leading the team in kills with 7. He's already got his season total in 2 sets of volleyball tonight as the Hawks trail it by 2. And it's Stefan Manning with the serve. Fanshawe, big hit, somehow kept alive. Jaden Mill now just puts it over. Going out wide, a big heavy hit. And it's that 1-2 punch. Jake Vogt again.
Is it a coincidence that both of them have similar hairstyles?
I was gonna say it's the man bun duo. Shout out.
Yeah, the man bun duo. Well said.
And it's obviously no slander. I used to rock the man bun back in the day.
Oh, you got a little bit going. You got the little bit mullet going back here.
Manny, hold up. Let him cook. Tevin Blackmore.
Yeah, Tevin Blackmore just continues to be amazing this set for the Humber Hawks. Every time he comes in contact with the ball,
The second-year player out of Ottawa, Ontario is making his impact known. Gomes with too much power, and it goes back towards the Falcons. This game has had everything. Serve up, serves good. Again out of bounds. Back and forth we go. 2-point game still. Hawks are gonna try to close it here. They have the right man at the line. It's Blackmore.
And the noise level inside the Hawks nest just continues
Into
to...
the net.
Not able to get that one over. Tevin Blackmore. Fanshawe Falcons 22-19. They have the chance here. 3 points away from this set, Zach.
Spencer Dallaire now makes his first appearance in the game. He'll be coming in to serve. And that runs into the net. Manny, back and forth we go. One rally basically wins the set for either team. And it's a big set because it's the swing. Whoever wins this one will go up 2-1 in the set count. Nazir Francis checks in, and he'll be the one to serve in place of Palsy. Serves over and serve is good. Tipped from the back line, nobody's there. Again, it's the 1-2 punch. This time it's Daniel Ridings.
Take a look at that one again. Daniel Ridings just picking his spot on that play for the Fanshawe Falcons, and unfortunately, the Humber Hawks not able to get there to keep that alive, putting the Fanshawe Falcons within set match point here. But they turn it over again, Zach. That's been the story of this game. Back and forth.
I've been counting. I believe it's been 4, maybe 5 straight serves into the net by the Falcons. So they keep giving Humber the outlet. It's just, is Humber going to use it? Down by 2. has just been the serve. Both teams have been struggling. Timeout called by Humber, and we gotta regroup.
Yeah, you have to regroup. Both teams have to get serves under control. Fanshawe not able to get it over the net, and Humber has had a little bit of an issue controlling the power on their serves. Humber's done a great job with attacking power when they're putting up a kill, but it's the only time on the time of the serve is when they need to be reducing the power, controlling that power, because sometimes the Humber Hawks are so good that they put so much force behind it that it scares us with the impact.
It's been one heck of a set, one heck of a game. Falcons sit set point as they look to try to go up 2-1 here at the Hawks Nest. Humber trying to edge it out a little bit.
And on the line for the Fanshawe Falcons will be number 8, Tanner Pearson. On the side of the Humber Hawks, your usual suspects: Maximum Crowder, Timon Blackmore, Jaden Milner, Jake Gomes, Alex Segui.
Number 8 in red, Tanner Patterson. He'll look to try to get it and break this streak that Fanshawe has been on with serves into the net. Serve goes over. Gomes going back to Blackmore. Somehow kept up. Fanshawe now getting attacked. Tip over, kept alive. Gomes tips it to the back. No, gets blocked. Tipped again. Kept up. It's still over. Maximum Crowder saves it. Quick serve to the middle. Keep it alive. Milne now just gets it over. Quick set again, kept alive. Fanshawe get another attack. Going out wide. Tipped over. Diving bodies everywhere. Gomes to Milne. It's blocked. Kept up. It'll be one too many touches, and the Humber Hawks will get the point.
What a rally between the two teams. Humber Hawks doing it, giving it their all to keep it alive and preventing the Fanshawe Falcons from taking the game point there. And Fanshawe Falcons doing everything they could to try and steal that set from the Humber Hawks. But the Hawks find a way and keep themselves alive in this set.
I'm gonna wake up with no voice tomorrow.
Yeah,
My voice is
2-point
gonna be gone
differential.
tomorrow.
This is insane. The Hawks Nest is buzzing with energy right now.
Here we go, once again, going out wide on the net, and just like that, Fanshawe will take set number 3, 25-22.
What a rally between the two teams in that set. Humber Hawks giving it their all, Fanshawe Falcons leaving it their all. The heart and soul of every player in that set was left out on the court. You will not doubt that they did not give it their entire effort.
This game is far from over. Fanshawe leading it 2-1. They took that one. Manny, this is crazy. Every single set that's been played has been won 25-22. I don't understand. What voodoo magic are we witnessing right now?
Hey, maybe it's the presence of the Illuminati and we just don't know it yet. But 25-22 has been the score in every single set. And like you said, Zach, it's been a slobber knocker today. It's been back and forth. Anybody's game at this point. It's one timeout sets another team getting with the momentum on their side, and the timeout call on the other side gets momentum on their side. It's back and forth. The serves need to come into control here, as the serves have been a little bit of an issue on both sides, and communication has been perfect on both sides in terms of attack and positioning. So it's just the serves that need to be coming in, and the momentum, I believe.
I've given the credit to the two guys, the two man buns rocking it on the side of Fanshawe. Jake Vogt and Daniel Riding. What a game that these two young men have been having. I mean, really have just been projecting Fanshawe to these victories, these set wins. It's been very, very good all the way around. And I mean, I'm excited to see how this one ends. We still have maximum 2 sets left. Obviously, Humber, they're looking to get to that 5th and final set. They want to take this one home. They want to get themselves ever so much closer in those standings in that West Division.
And Zach, you talk about Daniel Ridings on the side of the Fanshawe Falcons. You have to look at Tevin Blackmore on the side of the Humber Hawks. since he stepped into the game, he has just taken his volleyball game in both sets to a different level. And even Michael McAlpine coming up big, Alex Segui coming up big on the side of the Humber Hawks. And on the other side, you mentioned Daniel Ridings, but Jack Vogt with the man-bun duo, as you mentioned it during that one rally. But players stepping up on both sides. It's going to be an interesting third set, or fourth set, I should say.
Yeah, don't go anywhere. Don't adjust your TVs, tablets, or monitors, whatever you're watching on there at home, because we got set number 4 coming up here between the Fanshawe Falcons and the Humber Hawks. Zach Benoit, Manny Culver here, and we've been witnessing a great one go down here in the Hawks Nest. And Manny, you said it could be a playoff matchup that happens down the road. You know, Humber is hosting the CCAA National Championship here, so we will see the Humber Hawks in that tournament. Now, will we see the Fanshawe Falcons in that tournament? We don't know yet. We have to see how they perform in the playoffs, but it's gonna come down to the wire really for this match today. What team will take it?
Yeah, it's gonna come down to which team steps out into the fourth set onto the court and brings their A game and starts pushing the aggressive style of their strategy, I guess you want to call it, because in all the sets, it's been one team goes off on a hot streak, a timeout is called, and then we get the shift of momentum, and then both teams are kind of back and forth. And let's see if in this set moving forward, one team is just able to grab a hold of it, and if the Humber Hawks can grab a hold of this set, take control of it, and turn the game and tide their way.
I said it, we've been treated in some phenomenal rallies all day long. It started in the women's game with both teams just throwing punch for punch. It was like, I don't know, Muhammad Ali versus Mike Tyson, just haymakers going back and forth. And we're seeing it again right now in the men's game. Jake Gomes, first serve, too much power. Fanshawe takes the early lead.
Jake Gomes, usually one of the most dangerous setters, just not able to.
Going out wide, it's Blackmore! Have yourself a day, Tevin Blackmore.
Yeah, Tevin Blackmore, absolutely phenomenal in that creativity with that attack. Even Jake Gomes was impressed after that one.
And here we go. Second-year player to Ottawa, Ontario. Nice serve over. Free ball, Hawks. Got a chance to strike. To Kelsey. Trying to keep it alive. Was Jake Vogt. Couldn't get it. Hawks get the point. Hard serve and a nice serve by Blackmore. Big wall coming through, it's Kelsey. Goes up again, and the wall coming through again! Jaskar and Kelsey, the great wall of Humber. He's waking up.
Jaskar and Kelsey coming up big in front of the net there with the presence. Take a look at that one. Daniel Ridings on the side of the Fanshawe Falcons was there to redeflect that attack or block from the wall, as we like to call it, but not enough room. Daniel Ridings.
He is on fire. Kelsey trying to go up for it. Going out wide. Gomes keeps it alive. Blackmore puts it up, but it's going to be too close to the net. Tipped over and somehow kept alive. Fanshawe gets an attack. Hit over. Gomes going to the backcourt. Blackmore just falls out of bounds. Wow, another great rally.
Yeah, both teams giving it their all to keep the rallies alive and the attacks going, but just a little net touch makes an unfortunate bounce on the side of the Humber Hawks, leading for a Falcons point.
Serve up and into the net. Evan West. Jaskar and Kelsey now. The wall will come up to serve. serve over the front. Fanshaw's going to get an attack here. Tried to keep it up, unfortunately couldn't. Was Humber.
Yeah, Jaden Milner not able to get all of that one, unfortunately, right in front of the net. Just in front, just touches his fingertips and bounces right out.
Here we go. Humber up 4-3 in the early stages of set number 4. Another serve into the net, and that's been the Achilles heel all night long for this Fanshawe team.
And that'll send Marcus Morgan for the Humber Hawks to the service line.
Hard serve, and a nice serve goes out of bounds.
The service ace for Marcus Morgan has the Humber Hawks doubled up in points. They lead 6-3.
Power on display. Another hard one from Morgan. Try to tip it up. Gonna be hit. Can't be kept alive.
Yeah, incidental contact between two teammates on Humber Hawks, Tavon Blackmore and Alex Segui, preventing each other from keeping that play alive. The Falcons put that attack in a difficult spot for the Hawks to control.
Here we go. Fanshawe out of bounds, and again, the Achilles heel strikes. It's been the serves for the Fanshawe Falcons. Haven't been able to keep them in bounds. Serve up, serve good. To the back line, but missing. Humber up 4.
And the Hawks continue to extend their lead in set number 4 over the Fanshawe Falcons here.
It over, kept alive. Fanshawe. Could be a soft touch over the net. Gomes goes up. Quick one to Crowder. Kept alive. Blackmore. What a play. Morgan with the spike. And it goes over. But give credit to Tevin Blackmore. Mid-air kind of catches the ball, hits it back towards his side. I hope we get to see it here on this replay.
That was a phenomenal play. I believe it was just before this right here, but nonetheless, like you said, excellent effort by Tevin Blackmore there, keeping that alive on the side of the Hawks, allowing them to get the ball on the side of the Falcons for the point.
Off the net, it's Milne. Up. Blocked by the wall again. Crowder and Gomes come up big. It's going to be that once again. Tipped over. Off the fingertips of Marcus Morgan. So the point goes for the Falcons.
Yeah. And Jaden Milner was just inches away from keeping that one alive by the back line. Almost there for the Humber Hawks.
Serve up. Sailing out of bounds once again. Hawks get control off of a missed serve. Maximum Crowder come up. Go back. Just missing. Can't be kept alive. And you see head coach Wayne Wilkins try to put it up, make it look like the ball was kept alive. No, unfortunately not. Fanshawe regained control.
Hey, sometimes you just need that extra hint of leadership, right?
Soft serve gets over. Gomes go to Kelsey, and it hits again. Just Kelsey.
And just like that, the Hawks get the point back. And who better than number 13 going to the service line? Here comes Jake Gomes.
Here we go. 1-3 in white. Jake Gomes up the serve. Hard serve. Fanshawe controlling. Hit coming up. Off the hands of the wall. And it'll be a point for Fanshawe. Jack Vogt up to the line to serve.
Fanshawe within 4 of the Humber Hawks, 7-11 the score here.
Out of Ottawa, Ontario's vote. Serve up. Gomes. Going to Blackmore! Who else but Tevin Blackmore?
Now Tevin Blackmore, check the Rector skill. That one had an impact on it, and take a look at that. Absolutely dominant attack by Tevin Blackmore on that one.
And his reward, he gets to go serve. Heavy serve and service ace. Out of the second-year player from Ottawa, Ontario. Timeout called by the Falcons.
And the Humber Hawks continue to outline or utilize their game strategy, leading the Fanshawe Falcons here to call a timeout as the Falcons trail by 6 in this fourth set. It has been all Humber Hawks in this set, Zach.
We've been treated to a good one. I've been saying it all night long. And I want to say one thing. Shout out to Dwayne Bowles, as well as one of the crew with Damian Kay, the soccer team for Humber. Even generating some good music in the atmosphere, keeping this building high octane, high intensity. I'm loving it right now.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, as a PA announcer, Dwayne Bowles does a phenomenal job inside the Hawks Nest, keeping the tunes upbeat and the energy in and the crowd into it. And the Humber Hawks have been using that momentum to rally back in this game and now have tied sets 2-piece each and lead 13-7 in this fourth set over the Fanshawe Falcons. And lots of communication on the bench there for the Humber Hawks. Coach Wayne Wilkins laying down some words of wisdom.
So
and you see the Fanshawe Falcons women team joining.
They were getting in on the fist bumps. You know, you gotta school spirit.
Getting in the player salute.
It was pretty funny, I'm not gonna lie, but school spirit, you'll have to see it.
They might be on the wrong side to get in on the player salute, but they're getting in on it nonetheless.
You know, I respect another team that can support a different school. Yeah, it's respectful. It's typical. Here we go. Blackmore with the serve. Skied up in the air. Gonna be a free ball for the Hawks. Gomes setting it up. Blackmore tips it over from the back. Quick one over the wall and just off the hands of Jake Gomes.
Yeah, Jake Gomes trying to keep that one alive. Unfortunately, misplayed it and out of the reach of Tevin Blackmore. Take a look at that one again. Jake Gomes almost had it.
Gomes going back to Morgan. No, couldn't get that push down over the net. Hit that top white line. Weston into the net.
And that's an issue that Falcons have not been able to rectify this game against the Humber Hawks, as that has caused them to turn over the possession multiple times, especially at key times for the Humber Hawks.
Going up. Block comes through. Who's going to be there? It's Blackmore, kept alive. Free ball. Going out wide. Try to tip it over. And Crowder just extends his arm. Unfortunately, couldn't get it. Ball goes back towards the Falcons.
And this is kind of what I was talking about. And this is kind of what I was talking about, Zach, before the start of this set, where both teams call a timeout and they get their team rallied back with momentum, and then it becomes anybody's game, and it becomes a back and forth between the two. And that's what we're seeing now.
And I've kind of lost count this set at how many times the Falcons haven't capitalized on their serves. It's kind of been why they're trailing by 5 now. Set number 4, Hawks been rolling. Morgan, the hard serve. Trying to set a play up, going out wide. Gomes tips it down. Falcons keeping it alive. Gomes spikes it this time. He's gonna go up, go across. to Jaden Milne. And again, we're in for another rally. Tipped over, kept up. Crowder keeps it up. Milne keeps it over. And again, the tip kept alive by Crowder. Milne with the side and catches the line in the back. And the Hawks get the point. Wow!
What a rally between the two teams, both squads not wanting to give up that point. Jaden Milne coming up big for the Humber Hawks.
I can't believe what I am seeing right now. Great serve once again by Milne. Riding is just going to dump it over. Quick one to Crowder, kept alive. And the spike down. Nice play out of Jaden Crowther. Keeps his side in and gets the point back for Fanshawe.
Yeah, take a look at that play again there. Fanshawe Falcons able to find that one, keep it alive, and collect the point.
First ball good. Over to Jaden Milne. Block comes through. Going back to Riding. Diving. Quick one to Crowder. And that's why Maxwell Crowder stays up at the net. Great presence on defense, but on the offense as well. He can hit it with the best of them.
Humber maintaining a 6-point lead in this, largest lead we've seen maintained in this game so far between both squads here.
Serve over. Trying to tip it back. No one was there. What's the call? Goes the way. And you can see the ref shaking his head.
Yeah, they were Fanshawe was trying to argue that the touch was made by Humber over the net, but
18-11 is the score.
But the referee says the last touch on the side of the Fanshawe Falcon was by Sebastian Lethbridge, leading to a Hawks point.
Serve over. Milne hits that into the net. Segway, good first ball. Gomes. Jake Gomes, such a dynamic player right there.
Yeah, the magician, Jake Gomes, pulling a Houdini with that attack.
I'm trying to figure out how he did that.
Yeah, he was facing away from the net, with his fingers facing away from the net, or hands facing away from the net.
This is why I sit with the headset on, because I can't do what these athletes are doing on the floor.
I'm right with you, Zach.
Nice serve by Stefan Manning. Going over. Diving body, Jaden Mills. Blackmore up, but the block comes through this time.
That was big block from Evan West on the side of the Fanshawe Falcons. Evan West, only two of the players that stand 6'7" on the side of the Fanshawe Falcons.
First ball, Gomes good. He's going to wind up Blackmore again. Too much power on that one. Blackmore comes up limping a little bit on the legs. Hopefully he'll be okay. Looks like it's something to do with the right calf.
He seems to be reaching for his calf on the right leg and now flexing the left leg as well.
Gomes over to Morgan. Off the wall and out of bounds. Marcus Morgan.
And this sets up a 6-point lead for the Humber Hawks once again, 20-14 the score. Looks like we may be headed to set number 5.
Soft serve over by Gomes. Tipped over, no one there to cover. Point goes towards the Falcons.
Falcons stay alive with that one, 15-20 now the score. Hawks still have the opportunity.
Out of bounds. Hawks regain.
And Tevin Blackmore going to the service line. once again, the serve being the reason of the possession turnover. Fanshawe Falcons get it back, and they have the opportunity now.
Out of bounds, yes, it is again. The serve either hitting the net or going out of bounds has been the Achilles heel for the Fanshawe Falcons. Humber leading this one 22-16, and they're rolling, looking like it's going to go to a set 5. Obviously, I have my fingers crossed, man. You don't want to cast a curse, but they're playing phenomenal volleyball right now. Nazir Francis with the serve. Morgan trying to tip it. Came back, but Hawks ball. He got his hands out of the way fast enough. Timeout.
Fanshawe Falcons call their second timeout of this set. Humber Hawks 2 points away from taking set 4 and sending this game to the final and 5th set.
And if you're a WWE fan, you know what this theme song is. Come on.
And I was just about to say, it looks like the champ is here. Because the Humber Hawks are here. And they're having words of wisdom with Coach Wayne Wilkins on the bench. Once again, everybody tune in. There you see Gabriel Mendez, Maximum Crowder on the bench, Juskar Kelsey having a word. And then on the other side of your screen, you see the Fanshawe Falcons who call the timeout, being down 7 points. 16-23 they trail. Game is Fanshawe Falcons leading 2 sets to 1 here. Humber trying to tie the game.
Sorry, Manny, I was reliving some childhood memories right there with the John Cena theme coming on. Nonetheless, Hawks up 23-16.
Well, if you're wanting to see John Cena, he might be there at the Royal Rumble as well.
Very true, very true. Back to the volleyball we are, though, as I'm slowly losing my voice as the night progresses. Nice serve, a service ace by Nazir Francis.
And just like that, Nazir Francis sets up game point for the Humber Hawks. The Fanshawe set point, I should say. The Fanshawe Falcons will have to be perfect moving forward for now.
How to play perfect volleyball if you're the side of the Fanshawe Falcons. Humber, right now you're rolling. Story of the game, the serves into the net. Unfortunately, on this time it comes the way of the Hawks, but this is what I want to see out of Fanshawe. They've had a lot of serves this set, either go out of bounds or into the net, so this is a big serve coming up from number 12, Daniel Ridings.
Yeah, Daniel Ridings has a lot riding on this serve for the Fanshawe Falcons.
Here we go, serves up. Good serve, Gomes keeps it alive. Crowder trying to joust it. Gomes going to Nazir Francis. Out of bounds, it'll be Fanshawe ball. So they stay alive for another point.
Yeah, Falcons get the benefit of the doubt, stay alive, and they'll have the chance to serve once again.
Here it is, Ridings. The serve is up. Serves good. Ball to Gomes. Milne gets it, and that's it. The Hawks win set 4, and we're going to a set 5.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting because set number 5, a little bit of a shorter set, as we all know, Zach. And now it's do or die time for both teams, and they have to come out fighting with their strategy and bring out their A game in this final set.
Now, if my volleyball knowledge is telling me anything, Manny, is that it goes to 15, if I'm correct, right? 15 points?
I believe you are correct. I believe it is the first to 15 now in OCAA volleyball.
The first to 15, I believe you also have to win by 2, as PA announcer Dwayne Bowles was just informing the crowd of how set number 5 works. But Manny, question, how did we get here? Well, it was Fanshawe that came out strong in set number 1, winning it 25-22. The Hawks answered right back with their own 25-22. Fanshawe gritted out set number 3, 25-22. And you'd think set 4 went 25-22, but no. Humber taking it 25-18. So we've had both back and forth action going.
And not only that, Zach, you also have to look at the coaching and experience that both these teams bring in. And in all those sets that were even close within the 3-point differential, you have to look at the timeouts that were called by Coach Wayne Wilkins at precise moments which allowed the Humber Hawks to get back, and vice versa in the set that the Humber Hawks were leading. Coach Patrick Johnson, who's in his 10th season with the Fanshawe Falcons, called timely timeouts that allowed the Falcons to rally back as a group and get momentum on their side. So that will also be a factor moving forward in this 5th set. But hopefully the Humber Hawks, with the momentum on their side from the last set, the communication now flowing, the attack now flowing, and the home court advantage will lead to set number 5 coming towards the Humber Hawks. But I guarantee you the Fanshawe Falcons, after having this game in their hands, will come out flying and very aggressive.
For sure, Manny. And this is a different Hawks team than we saw back in November. So much more poise, so much more grit when it comes down to these tight games. Humber doing a fantastic job, and it's just up and down the lineup. So many players making an impact. Maximo Crowder, Jaden Milne, Marcus Morgan, KGP early on. You look at Michael McAlpine in the first couple sets. Tevin Blackmore coming through, huge. And sets 2 up to 4. Hopefully he'll be okay. We did see him grabbing at that calf in the last set, so hopefully that nagging injury doesn't, sideline him too long. But either way, here we go, set number 5. The winner will be declared here. First to 15, you have to win by 2.
Speaking of Tevin Blackmore, we were talking about his calf as the intermission or the break was going on. He was on the side with the physical trainer, getting some exercises, some stretching done, and some attention to that calf. So hopefully he is back at 100% or close to, if not 100%, as he has been a big factor for the Humber Hawks, and most likely is going to play an impactful role in this 5th and final set. And your usual suspects for the Humber Hawks: Jake Gomes, Maximum Crowder, Jaden Milne, Tevon Blackmore, Marcus Morgan, and Juskarn Kelsey, or the Wall of Humber, as we call him here.
Great wall of Humber. 5th-year veteran Jake Gomes out of Oakville, Ontario. I've said it game in, game out. Probably my favorite player to watch when it comes to serving.
Quick little note, as I mentioned Maximum Crowder's name, he jumped out, and Alex Segway, the libero, jumped in for the Humber Hawks.
First serve up, first serve good. Fanshawe is going to get a play out of this one. They'll try to tip it over. Gomes keeps it up. Set up. It's going to be Marcus Morgan. Take it towards the back line. Fanshawe is going to get another play. This time Jack Vogt is going to get it. Gomes going to Kelsey. Falls short. Another play set up. It's Ridings. Kept alive by Segway. Blackmore. Back and forth we go. Segway keeps it alive. Milne brings it back to the court. Blackmore hits it over. Another great rally we're being treated to. Going up. It's Morgan, and it finds a hole. Marcus Morgan ends the rally with a Hawks point.
Yeah, what a rally between the teams there, and that was just for the first point. That is just the starting point of 5th set. And Jake Gomes returns to the service line for the Humber Hawks. With the momentum shifting towards the Hawks, that's the man you want on the line for serving.
Gomes, heavy serve, nice one to the backside. Riding, heavy hit. Good ball to Gomes. Gomes gonna go quick to Kelsey. And it looks like it didn't hit anybody, just kind of soared out of bounds.
It did hit someone. It hit the camera crew on the far side.
Jake Vogt out of Oakville, Ottawa. Kept alive by Milne. Now Morgan's just gonna throw it over. Going out. Trying to hit it, and he does. That's Tanner Patterson.
Jaden Milne was gonna play that, and then he noticed that was gonna be out of bounds. Second-guessed himself, and as that point counted towards the Fanshawe Falcons, he regretted the decision of letting that ball go. Sometimes it's just that second guess, but
Gomes. Gonna go Blackmore off the hands, kept alive though. Back sets, and a nice one. Patterson gets there to get the dig. He goes up for the tip. Diving bodies everywhere, set up. It's gonna be Morgan now, off the block, kept up still. Blackmore, another block. Segui sets up Morgan. He's gonna tip it and it goes out of bounds. Humber Hawks point.
Alex Segui, Marcus Morgan, what a phenomenal job on both ends of the court, keeping that one alive. Every time the Fanshawe Falcons provided with a block, Humber Hawks doing a phenomenal job collecting that point.
And again, off the court, it'll be because of the injury. I suspect anyway, but what a game.
Yeah, I believe Tavon Blackmore is going to come off because of the injury. He was limping right off, and he's going right to the medical trainer.
It's that right calf. Hopefully he'll be okay for the rest of the season because he's been so impactful today. KGP back on the court. Tipped over but blocked by Morgan. A close one, but Morgan backs up. And looks like Kelsey admits he hit the net. So net violation. Back and forth we go.
Yeah, Falcons take the lead once again, 3-2. They've rallied 2 points together here quickly. And you hear the Hawks nest making the noise.
Serve over, it's good. KGP just gonna throw it up. Milne, it's gonna be a free ball for Fanshawe. Set up. Lethbridge, good one. Try to hit it over, not gonna go. Back one to Morgan, and down it goes, Marcus Morgan.
Marcus Morgan putting it all on display there. Take a look at that one. The IQ on display, the attacking creativity on display from the Humber Hawks.
Give me the radar gun on that one. I topped about 110. Quick little shoelace timeout.
A round of applause from the Humber bench for Jusker and Kelsey as he steps up to the service line.
Maybe they're applauding him for tying the shoe. And Kelsey, into the net it goes. So back and forth we go. Falcons have the edge right now though, up 4-3.
And Jusker and Kelsey will come off after that serve. And Maximum Crowder back on the court for the Hawks.
Serve into the net, right back into the hands of the Hawks.
And not able to get it over the net once again are the Fanshawe Falcons. The service errors continue on both sides of the court here, giving up possession once again.
That was Danny Ridings having that service error. Now Morgan at the line. Big hit. Doesn't miss the back line.
It does, unfortunately, just by a hair. Fanshawe Falcons collect the point. And to everyone's surprise, Humber Hawks, usually such a great team in terms of their serves, just having unfortunate luck and missed unfortunate bounces today, Zach.
Sometimes you just can't catch a break. That one right there gets off top of the net. Tip to the back line. It was Jake Gomes trying to do another trick play. Off the net. Hawks ball.
Yeah, point for the Hawks. Tie game once again.
This game has had it all. Jaden Milne to the line. Serve up. Serves good. Hits it to the back. Milne keeps it alive. Crowder goes now. Lethbridge. The joust. But it goes towards and in favor of the Falcons, excuse me. And one player I want to kind of shout out a little bit, the libero, Elliot Leslie, has been having a phenomenal game. First off, we'll take one more look at the replay at the joust here. And just won by Fanshawe. Going out wide to KGP, soft touch over the net. Soft touch again, diving body. Segui from the back, it's Milne.
Excellent positioning by Milne on that one, getting it right in the middle of Jaden Crowther on the other side and Tanner Paterson. in the middle of both players of the Fanshawe Falcons, and easy point for the Humber Hawks.
Like I was saying, back on the court for Fanshawe, number 6, Elliot Leslie. First touch again. He's been having himself a phenomenal game. Kept alive by Fanshawe. KGP gets set up. He unloads. Leslie couldn't handle that one. It's Kyle Gray Phillips showing the power. Hawks up by 1, trying to steal this one away from the 10-1 Fanshawe Falcons. Soft serve over, first ball good to Lethbridge. Gomes, quick to Kelsey, nobody's covering. Smart heads up play by Jeff Kelsey.
Yeah, Elliot Leslie with a diving effort on the side of the Fanshawe Falcons, but not able to get there in time. And like we have seen every single set, another timeout called by the Fanshawe Falcons at a critical moment in this game as the Humber Hawks were starting to rally the momentum on their side and turn the tide of this game, Zach.
Yep, we hit the halfway point of set 5, so the teams will switch. Hawks up 8-6, and they've been rolling, playing phenomenal volleyball. This is the Hawks team everybody knew was here, but we've been waiting to see. Winners of their last 3, and are trying to edge out a victory here against the top-seeded Fanshawe Falcons.
Yeah, victory here would put them in a tie for second place, as we mentioned, with the Cambrian Golden Shields.
Big hit down, is it out of bounds? It is. Hawks continue to hold possession.
And Patrick Johnson on the side of the Fanshawe Falcons will make another change. Alain Pinot coming in. Alain Pinot, a second-year player on the side of the Falcons, so bringing him some experience.
Don't know why to vote. But the block comes through, and you can see on the other side of the court, Jake Gomes, all types of way, fired up.
Yeah, Jake Gomes with an excellent effort on that one. But you have to give the credit for the Fanshawe Falcons on that play. I believe it was Daniel Ridings doing a full split, trying to keep that rally alive.
Try to keep it alive, couldn't get to it for the side of Fanshawe, but Gomes, a huge block right when his squad needed it.
And
Hawks 5 away.
And that'll lead the Falcons to taking their first time out of this set and try to rally something and prevent the Hawks from stealing this game, because at first it looked like this game was gonna belong to the Fanshawe Falcons, and the Humber Hawks have found their way, spread their wings, and taken flight in this nest, and just absolutely doing everything they can to protect the nest right now and taking the game as the aggressive predators in this matchup between the two birds.
The birds of prey have been at it all day. Started with the women's team. Humber Hawks women's volleyball team was able to take that one in 3 straight sets. Been a little bit different. And we can kind of hear from the microphones in our camera crew. Big game, big day. I believe is what was said. I could be wrong. But in that huddle.
And that's the thing, right? You come into the new year, you go on the road, you win 2 games, your first game coming at home, you're down, you find yourselves in the set number 5, and now you're on the verge of winning 4 games in a row. So all the momentum is with the Humber Hawks right now. They just have to utilize it.
Going up. Vogt trying to get it to go. It's off the net and off that post. So it's Fanshawe ball, and that timeout working perfectly.
And that's that coaching experience that we talked about at the beginning of the game, both sides. Not only just Wayne Wilkins and Chris Wilkins on the side of the Humber Hawks, but Patrick Johnson on the side of the Fanshawe Falcons, a 10-year coach.
Going out wide, Kyle Gray Phillips. Soft touch, finding the opening is number 8. Four-point game right now. Gomes trying to ice this thing away. Soft serve just into the net. And talk about things we don't see basically ever from Jake Gomes.
His errors on the serve, but he's had a few But you know what? You're allowed to have an off game.
In a five-year career with the Hawks, you're allowed one off day. Kyle Gray Phillips unloads to the backboard.
Kyle Gray Phillips had that one pegged for a bullseye, as that one was.
One more look at it here, Manny.
Yeah, take a look at it.
I want to say this one hit about 115. Look at the power.
Yeah, Najim Javid had to think quickly on his feet and get out of the way of that one.
Nice serve by Gray Phillips. First ball to Gomes, just over the net, couldn't reach him. Tried to tip down and does. Heads up play right there by Patterson. Does it hit the back line? It does. That's the serve that Fanshawe has been looking for, and it comes from Alan Pinot. Gomes back to Morgan. The block comes through. The Falcons have roared back, down to one now.
Yeah.
Timeout, Hawks.
Once again, timeout for the Humber Hawks. We've seen this throughout the entirety of the game. One team calls a timeout, they rally back, the other team calls a timeout, and then it goes down right to the wire. And as it appears, it's going to be, because this set is only up to 15, and both teams are within 3 and 4 points respectively. 12 to 11 the score here in favor of the Hawks.
It's a close one, but again, I want to reiterate, the team that comes out of this has to win by 2. So if the Hawks get to 15, while Fanshawe is at 14, the game continues on until the Humber Hawks are 2 ahead, and it's vice versa. Getting a quick glimpse of a couple of the Humber Hall of Famers that have their names and numbers retired in the banner. Shout out to our camera crew here at HSN, really helping us out. But here we go. Out of the timeout, Humber up 12 to 11. Fanshawe trying to ride this last wave of momentum to possibly take the lead. Alan Pinot having a great one so far. Service ace already. Has helped his squad come back into this one out of Windsor, Ontario. Here he goes. Serve up and it's good. First ball to Gomes, good. Out to Milne. And Humber, out of the timeout, get the big break.
Yeah, big point for the Humber Hawks. Elliott.
Here we go, Humber 2 away, into the net, Nazir Francis.
Fanshawe stays alive.
I wouldn't have this game go any way else, Manny. Down to the wire. Leave your heart on the line.
Especially when you have so much history against the other team, it makes for an even more exciting environment.
Serves up. First ball goes to Gomes. It's good. He's going out wide to Milne. Humber Hawks. Match point.
Yeah, match point, Humber Hawks, and Daniel Ridings once again doing the full split on the court for the Fanshawe Falcons. That one hurts just looking. That one hurt me just looking at it, but that will lead the Humber Hawks within 1 point, as we said, between match point. Take a look at that replay again, right there. There it comes.
Bam. Here comes the boom.
And that will lead the Fanshawe Falcons to set another timeout as the Humber Hawks will within 1 point.
It doesn't matter how high stakes the energy is. You saw on the top of the screen there. Women's team is still dancing on the bleachers for Fanshawe. They're having a great time, happy to be here. That's just how it is sometimes.
Yeah, and you know what? It would be, to no one's surprise, the player that was dancing on the back of the screen is no other than number 7, Jamie Rutledge. Yeah. She's still going with energy here, even though it's past 10 o'clock.
Past my bedtime, that's for sure. Anyway, here we go. Could this be the ending to a phenomenal day of volleyball we've been treated to? Manny, I hope it is, but again, knock on wood, that Humber is able to close this one out. As we get things going, Marcus Morgan to the serve line with a chance to ice this game away. How will this one play out? Out of Fort Erie, Ontario, Marcus Morgan, the serve's up, powerful serve, misses the back line. Humber still in a position to win on this next point, but if Fanshawe scores, we have to go, and Humber needs one more. It's a big serve right now.
Big play coming up in this game. Will this be the game-deciding play, or do the Fanshawe Falcons stay alive?
Serve good, saved by Milne. Nice little dive there. Jaden Milne, big hit. It hits the side, and the Hawks will take it. 15-13. Wow, 3 sets to 2.
Yeah, what a game, Zach. What a game this was. Nobody would have wanted it to go any other way. The back and forth, the excitement, the environment, the energy in this game was all off the charts, and it was down to the wire. And like we both said, we wouldn't have wanted it to go any other way.
What a day of volleyball we were treated to. The Humber Hawks go 2-0 on the day against the Fanshawe Falcons. The last one down to the wire, 3 sets to 2. And a very down to the wire, 15-13 if I did, Manny. So what a crazy day.
Yeah, Humber Hawks extend their streak to three-game win streak in 2023, a 4-game win streak extending back to 2022 on December 1st as they took on the Sheridan Bruins here at home. Zach, they have plenty of action coming up, and
you look at it, that home record all time against Fanshawe now hits 9-9. They're 500. But like you said, they got a lot of action coming up. Next week, they have the Mohawk Mountaineers coming in on January 26th. The women's team will lead things off, followed by the men's who play at 8 p.m. So you're gonna want to tune in for that one. It'll be a great game. For myself, Zach Benoit, and my broadcast partner, Manny Colera, we thank you for tuning in. Have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful rest of your evening.
Thank you and have a good night.